Well, now, darling, you come on in here. Granny B's mighty glad you stopped by tonight. Take off your shoes, pull up that old stool, and settle yourself in for a cup of tonight's tea. Tonight's brew is one about loyalty, fear, and a little flea market surprise. I should have left right where I found it. This one's about Pepper's flying bed. Now, y'all know about Pepper, my little four-legged partner in crime. She's a mutt with attitude, full of sass, and just enough smarts to think she runs the place. This happened on one of those nights when everything felt still, you know the kind, when the house is quiet enough for your ears to start playing tricks on you. It was around 3 in the morning, and I was sitting at my desk, tapping away, working on a new bedtime story for y'all. The office was calm, the computer screen glowed soft blue, and the only sound was the distant hum of the refrigerator. Pepper was curled up at my feet, sleeping on her brand new dog bed, a little thing I had picked up at the flea market just a few days earlier. Plush, soft, looked harmless enough. But let me tell you, sugar, I didn't know what I had brought into the house. Without any warning, and I mean none, that dog bed slid across the floor, fast, with Pepper still on it. It didn't tip over, it didn't bounce, it just moved like it was being yanked by something invisible and angry. Poor Pepper yelped, left off that flying bed midair, and bolted right out of that office like her tail was on fire. I sat frozen, my fingers still hovering over the keyboard, my heart pounding so loud I could feel it in my teeth. I didn't wait around either. I grabbed my tea, my phone, and hustled down the hallway. I found Pepper shaking under my bed, whimpering and looking like she had seen a ghost. Well, maybe she had. I dropped to the floor, my knees cracking like old twigs, and whispered to her real sweet, "Come on here, baby girl. It's okay." It took a few minutes, but she finally crawled into my arms, her little body trembling against mine. And I'll tell you the truth, I don't know who was shaking more, me or her. Once I gathered my courage, I crept back into that office. The dog bed, still sitting in the middle of the floor, like nothing ever happened. No wind, no draft, no explanation. But darling, that bed had no business moving like that. So I grabbed it, tossed it in the utility room, and did what any southern woman with sense would do. I lit some sage, whispered a few real specific prayers, and blessed every room from attic to baseboard. That bed went straight to the outdoor trash bin by sunrise. I gave Pepper her old familiar bed back, the one that smells like home and doesn't float across the floor on its own. Now, even after all that, Pepper's still a little funny about the office. Some nights she'll come and sit with me while I'm writing, but her ears stay up, and she'll growl low under her breath like she's watching something I can't see. Sometimes she'll bark out of nowhere, or pace the floor while I'm recording your stories. If you listen closely, sugar, some of the older episodes, you can hear her whining in the background, letting me know something's off. I trust her, always have. Dogs, they know. So what did we learn tonight? Sometimes the scariest things ain't what you see, but what you feel deep in your bones. And just because something looks cozy doesn't mean it's clean of what it became before. If your pup stops sleeping in a spot, maybe they know something you don't. But don't you fret, Granny and Pepper are just fine. But we're keeping our eyes open and our beds from the flea market to a minimum. Until next time, darling, keep your pets close, your sage dry, and never ignore a flying dog bed. Good night now.